Another pearl from Rumi. Let us begin. Once upon a time, there lived a kind-hearted man who dwelt in a world of absolute silence, for he was profoundly deaf. One golden afternoon, whispers reached him that his neighbor had fallen terribly ill. The deaf man paused, reflecting within his quiet mind. My neighbor is sick. It is my sacred duty to visit him, to hold his hand and offer comfort. Yet, I cannot hear, and his voice will surely be a fragile whisper. But no matter, a visit to the sick follows a predictable dance. I shall ask how he fares, and he will surely say, I am recovering, thank you. I will ask what he eats, he will name a dish, and I shall say, may it bring you strength. I will ask which physician tends to him, he will give a name, and I shall reply, ah, he is a master of his craft, you are in safe hands. Yes, that is how it will go. With this comforting script woven in his mind, he walked over to his neighbor's house and sat gently by his bedside. How are you feeling, my friend? The deaf man asked, his voice filled with practiced warmth. The neighbor, writhing in agony, groaned deeply and replied, I am dying. Hearing only the rhythm of a response, the deaf man smiled brightly. Oh, wonderful! I am so very glad to hear that. The sick man's heart gripped with sudden anger. What cruelty is this? He thought. He rejoices in my demise. Before he could process the insult, the deaf man leaned in closer, continuing his script. And tell me, what are you eating these days? Poison. The neighbor hissed through gritted teeth, consumed by fury. Believing his neighbor had named a nourishing broth, the deaf man nodded approvingly. Splendid. May it bring you health and appetite. The air in the room grew heavy with the neighbor's boiling rage. But the deaf man, entirely blind to the storm he was brewing, asked his final question. And which physician is supervising your treatment? Get out of here, the neighbor screamed in despair. The angel of death himself is coming for me. The deaf man smiled softly, patting his neighbor's blanket. Ah, he is a man of great wisdom and vast experience. I hope he will find the perfect remedy for you very soon. Unable to bear it any longer, the neighbor shrieked, Be cursed. Yet the deaf man stood up, wrapped in a blanket of supreme satisfaction, believing he had performed a beautiful act of neighborly love. He left the house with a light heart. Reflecting upon this, Rumi whispers across the centuries. The deaf visitor walked away pleased, convinced he had served his neighbor and fulfilled a holy duty. In truth, he had lit a raging fire of resentment in the sick man's heart, a fire whose sparks would ultimately singe his own soul. Such is the tragic fate of those who perform sacred deeds merely for the eyes of the world, believing they are gathering divine rewards. They seek the applause of the crowd, but in return for their hollow gestures, they receive not blessings, but spiritual ruin. As Rumi gently warns us, O hypocrites, who weave your lives out of mere shadows and show, beware of the fire you ignite. With your hidden vanities, you feed the flames through your false righteousness. You fan them into a blaze. O mankind, whatever kindness you offer, whatever devotion you pour from your soul, let it be for the sake of the divine alone. Worship performed just to look righteous in the eyes of others, or traded merely for a ticket to paradise, is no different than the deaf man's hollow visit. For when a deed is born only of appearance and vanity, this is how the story always ends.